Have you ever had the condom slip off when playing with other partners? We cover what you need to do when you discover you have an STI. You, your partner, and your other sexual partner's health is important.
Welcome to Swinger University with Ed and Phoebe.
We'd like to thank our patrons, the Virginia couple, and Me Too Thanks. We really appreciate your patronage. All right, let's get into it. You had an amazing sexual encounter and now you think you have an STI. What do you do?
Well, we're going to cover three aspects of this particular situation: the mental, the physical, and the social aspects. First, try not to stress. It's very stressful. You're going to freak out a little bit, but try not to.
I know.
And hopefully this episode will help you to get through it, because we're going to provide you some very clear steps in order to deal with the process and get through it so that you can feel better about it at the end. Google your symptoms from some reputable sources. We provide some links down at the bottom. Look up what your symptoms are from them. You can Google with photos for specific things. I do not recommend it. It is terrifying. Yes. The photos are horrible. And they will show you the worst possible versions of that thing.
Yes.
Get support from your partner. You're going to have to deal with this together. So talk about it, work it out, figure out what happened that night. And if you have really close swinger friends who you feel comfortable talking about it with, reach out to them. Mm-hmm. They may have personal experience that can help you deal with it. They may have recommendations of some of the places that they've gone tested, etc.
Exactly.
And lastly, make an action plan for yourself. Figure out where you need to go, what you need to do, and use this episode as a reference in order to help you get through that and to make that plan.
Right. And now we're going to talk about the physical aspect. We're going to talk about the most common STI in the lifestyle. It's trichomoniasis. It is what?
It is a parasite.
Yay, a parasite. Ooh.
Which is actually unusual compared to most of the other STIs that people commonly get. Most of them are actually bacteria, and a few are viruses. But this one is a parasite.
Right. So it's treatable. You can get an antibiotic for it. It has a very distinct odor, which is similar to BV. Both BV, which is bacterial vaginosis, and trichomoniasis have the same fishy odor. It'll take 5 to 28 days to appear. The symptoms can clear up on their own. So that smell will go away, but it'll come back if it's trichomoniasis. Your partner, your primary partner, and you will both have it, or whoever your other primary partner is. So if you're a poly and you're all playing together, you introduced another partner,
you're all going to pass it around.
You're all going to pass it around. So y'all have to get treated. It's important to get it treated because it can open up your body to other STIs. It makes you vulnerable to other infections. So you do want to get the parasite treated. You do want to be tested. You want to get medicine. I encourage you to strongly check out our playlist on sexual health for more in-depth information on BV and trich.
Initially, you can skip testing in order to get your symptoms cleared up. You do want to go back and get tested, but let's talk about getting your symptoms relieved first.
Right.
You can go through your own insurance provider, your primary care physician. That may take a little while, and so if your symptoms are pretty bad, you're in a lot of discomfort. Right. You may actually want to go to urgent care, which is fairly reasonable and available in most cities in quite a few places.
Right.
You can also do telemedicine. So you can use a virtual phone call, a virtual visit via your phone or your computer, and you'll have a video conference call with them, and they can talk to you about what your symptoms are and they can prescribe something to treat those symptoms. Now, not knowing what it is without testing, it will help with the symptoms, but you'll still want to follow up and go and get that test to figure out exactly what it is and anything else that you might have.
The medicine for BV and trick it can be the same. It depends. It depends on what symptoms you have and which method of treatment you go for. If you go for an oral medication, it is the same. Now, there's a vaginal treatment as well for BV that is not the same for trick. So you want to make sure you figure out which one it is and how to go about taking care of that.
Yes.
The social aspect.
This tends to be the most emotionally impactful because you're going to now have to call someone else and talk to them about the fact that somebody got an STI and we're not sure who gave it to whom.
Right. It's awkward. It's uncomfortable. No one wants to be the bearer of bad news.
It feels confrontational, right? Like you're calling somebody out for it, but you're not. See, the trick is nobody knows where it came from or who gave it to whom.
Right, because 5 to 28 days could be from your last play partner, could be from 3 play partners ago.
Right.
I don't really know.
So let that sink in a little bit when you start to think about this and the fact that you may be the victim here as well. Everybody here is suffering from it.
Right.
And so what you're doing is helping your other play partners know that they should get tested, they should get checked out because they may not know who they got it from and they want to find out.
Yeah, and you're in a sense you really are helping their physical well-being as well, right? Because it prevents them from getting other STIs because they've taken care of, let's just say they have trick, right?
Right.
They can go, they get an antibiotic, they're all good. Right. But if they don't know, then they're suffering with it for forever. They're passing it along to a bunch of people. They don't know it. They're causing health issues for other people, and they don't want to do that. And you don't always know you have it, and that's the thing.
And that is the big thing here, because if you don't inform your other partners, they may be passing it on to other people because they're asymptomatic. They don't even know that they have it. So it's important for everybody who's in your circle or within your community to get it sorted out so that it doesn't keep getting passed around.
Right.
It's an inconvenience, sure. It's a little embarrassing, sure. But it happens.
Yeah.
STIs are out there. They're more common than you think that they are, and it's important to take care of it because they are, most of them, curable.
Right. In conclusion, remember to stay calm, as you can be. Get support. Do your research. Get to your doctor. Contact your sex partner. And get treatment right away. Remember to check out our sexual health playlist for more information not covered here in this episode.
Thanks for watching.